Now let's talk about a different kind of full stroke. We talked about the full stroke as being the utilization of 3 hinges in your arm, full stroke, natural throwdown. But we also were talking about anchoring after the full stroke before. Now we're going to talk about allowing the rebound to occur in the full stroke, and that's called a legato. Legato means smooth, round, long. So watch this. I'll play a few legato strokes, see if you can figure out some differences. Legato stroke. Just for comparison's sake, here's the anchor stroke again. Here's the legato stroke. The difference is, on the legato stroke, I'm allowing the natural rebound of the implement. Sticks are also referred to as implements. I'm allowing the natural rebound to occur, and as the stick wants to come back up, I'm also controlling that. So I'm allowing it to happen, but not like this. This would be out of control rebound. I'm not allowing the stick to do whatever it wants to. The stick will naturally have a tendency to rebound itself, much like a basketball on a surface. If you've ever tried to dribble a basketball, throw it down, it'll come almost all the way up by itself without any extra energy. Same thing with the drumstick. What we want to do is naturally allow the back fingers, the forearm tendons to stay on the stick, but loosen up just a hair and let the tip of the stick, the shaft of the stick, the front weight of the stick, let that drive the rebound. So it wants to come up, it's going to energize itself off the head, and I'm just going to maintain a little pressure, but still allow that to happen. I'll do a few of those for you. Legato stroke. The natural energy bounces the stick up. I allow that to happen, but still maintain control. Legato. Legato, or smooth, round, musical, flowing. And that'll come in handy as we get into more detailed taps. As we have more taps in between accents, we'll want to loosen our grip and be a little more legato with our accents so that we can really throw down some faster interbeats. One example I'll give you would be in what we call paradiddles. We'll get to that a little later, but this would be an example of why we would use a legato stroke. If we were to want to play something like this, that seems kind of fast, and we're not going to go there today. But in the big picture of things, we need to learn how to play the legato stroke so that we can control those inner beats as we move on. So let's do some legato stroke exercises. We're going to count to 3. We're going to play on 1 and 3. 4 is going to be a rest. So it's going to go 1. The up is going to be 2. We're going to allow it to rebound on 2, throw down on 3, and then stop on 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the completion of the cycle. Legato stroke, lift, and then our final part of the legato stroke. So let's try that a few times. Counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and stop. 1, 2, 3, and stop. 1, 2, 3, and stop. The important thing is to follow the natural rebound of the stick with the fingers, the wrist, the forearm, so that it feels really smooth and round. I'm going to speed up just a little bit here. But notice as I speed up, I'm still not going to drop the fingers off of the stick. And I'm still subdividing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole idea is just to get the feeling of the flow of the rebound. Follow the rebound up. And we'll slow it back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 2. So legato simply means following the natural rebound of the stick up to the height again. That's legato stroke. Let's go back to some repetitive exercises that will help you to differentiate between legato strokes and full strokes now. We're going to do a simple 8-stroke exercise. 8 anchored strokes, 8 legato strokes on each hand. Let's start with our left hand, especially if you're right-handed. working with your weak hand or your awkward hand first will make you think in a different way, and it will strengthen your weak hand, and so that both of your hands will have equal sound quality off the drum. So for the next few lessons, we're going to start everything with what most of us call our weak hand, our left hand. And if you're left-handed and that's your strong hand, start these with your right hand. So 8 anchored strokes, 8 legato strokes, starting with your off hand or your weaker hand. Here we go. That would be my left hand. Anchor first for 8. 2, 3, anchor, 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 anchor. Now legato. And switch to your other hand. Anchor, 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 anchor. Then follow the rebound, legato style. Get the idea? Another way to think of that is pretend this drum head is made of pudding. It's smooth and creamy, and with the anchor stroke, you want to play all the way through it. You want to create a splash of the pudding. With the legato stroke, you want to touch it just enough to get a little bit of the pudding on your tip, but you don't want to make a wave. You don't want to make a hole. You just want to touch it and get off. Hot potato. Here we go. Again, 2, ready, and go, and anchor, splash the pudding. Now just touch the pudding and lift up, lift up. As you can hear, it's different sound qualities, and there's different situations where you would want each of those sound qualities. So you're training yourself also to think musically. When do I want to really make a splash, and when do I want to just stroke the top of the head and make it musical? Anchor. Legato.